Sorry, people who were in. Okay, I did that. You get any difference? Okay, well, I turned it off and turned it on. Maybe I. Okay. Well, oh, it says now offline. Jeez. Maybe I need to go.
What does your becoming about Mitzvah mean to be?
Okay.
This moment marks a milestone in your development as a fully participating member of society. But for me personally, it is also a step in my journey as your mother. I've worked hard to help get you here because this was something that was important to me. That you become embedded in your community. I use that word community a lot. I study it, I talk about it, I monopolize dinner table conversations with it. I try to shape it so that it will be a better place for you. Becoming a bat mitzvah means that you are a part of that community. You are now a link in a long chain of ancestors that came before you and descendants who will come after you. But that link is not only vertical, it is also horizontal, joining you to your contemporaries and your peers. You carry a Jewish tradition and history with you now that has sustained our people for generations through both tough and joyous times. You are a part of a people and a culture that I hope you are proud of and will continue to take pride in. And I hope that you will increasingly realize your role and place in this society. Judaism was something that I took for granted when I was your age. Much of it seemed often like a chore to someone who had other things to do. But as I ventured farther out into the wide world and lived and traveled in other countries that were progressively more foreign to me, I came to understand and appreciate my own roots even more. There is a deep fulfillment in knowing that home is not just a geographic location, but a sense of belonging to something bigger and more timeless. I think this moment is only the beginning of your journey. I'm so proud of you. You have grown from a tiny little thing who once upon a time was scared of her own shadow. There was a long list of things that caused you no end of anxiety. Dogs, streetcars, birds, the wind, immunizations, childbirth. Okay, that was a weird one. That little girl is almost unrecognizable today. It takes courage and hard work to manage and overcome those feelings. And this hard work has given you a strength of character that will sustain you throughout your life, and that I hope will also give you confidence. You have so many impressive qualities. Your free spirit, your sunny disposition, your sense of style. Why not? Sleep in your bathing suit every night. Your loyalty to your friends, many of whom you've known for years. Your sense of logic, your sense of humor. Dad, we can always count on you to laugh at his jokes. Your conscientious hand washing. Who knew how important that would turn out to be? Your values. Your Mitzvah project is only one example of your deep desire to right the wrongs you see around you. For those of you who still don't know, Eden is collecting plastic lines for recycling. All of these things made me so proud to be your mother, and if I wasn't your mother, I would absolutely be your friend. What I hope that you take from this experience is a sense of your roots and your place in the wider community. You are a part of something special. I hope that you'll be able to walk into a synagogue anywhere in the world and feel that you belong. You are a member of many overlapping societies and families, some that you were born into and some that you chose, and quite frankly, some that have been forced upon you. All of them are part of your global village. I hope that you are proud of your accomplishments here and that you will enrich your community with your Jewish values and perspective and your unending devotion to working for the greater good. My hope and prayer for you for the future is that you have the luxury to take all of this for granted, your history, your health, your gifts, your resources, but that you will also have the wisdom to know and appreciate and share this bounty every single day.
Eden, your becoming a bat mitzvah is particularly meaningful to me because it signals your entry into young adulthood, physically, emotionally, of course, spiritually. It can be easy for a parent to lose over the course of many years of gradual maturity of a child through various developmental stages, but your bat mitzvah announces your arrival into young adulthood profoundly. You've arrived with such grace, charm, and intelligence that I would be astounded if it weren't characteristic. Just as a small, simple example, but as one that is most recent and most relevant, is how you handle the great public health crisis we faced in decades. As various friends and families regretfully and often tearfully declined our invitation to attend because of health concerns, and your mom and I watched with alarm and concern that the events may force us to postpone the bat mitzvah. I watched you handle the obvious, disappointing, and stressful developments with composure and equanimity. Eden, you becoming a bat mitzvah also means for me an embracement and commitment to Reform Judaism. I rejoice in that commitment because it means you're making a commitment not only to Judaism, but all that entails, including a commitment to pursuing justice and a commitment to inclusion of all members without prejudice or bias. Eden, you should take great pride in what you've done. On a micro level, the sheer lift you have to becoming a bat mitzvah demonstrates your discipline and hard work. Today is the culmination of the years of Sunday school, which to you, I'm sure, felt like decades. The years of Hebrew school, the many months of preparation with Abby, your Hebrew tutor, with Cantor Coleman and Grandma Sherman, and it's a remarkable achievement when one considers you've managed to maintain your stellar grades at a demanding school, dance lessons, and hauling your parents and brother out to run a race at 8 o'clock a.m. on a Saturday or Sunday morning. Despite my flaws as a parent, you should take pride in the person you become. On a macro level, your bat mitzvah shows a great strength of character. One of your most admirable qualities is your courage. You and I have discussed some of your fears and anxieties. When you were much younger, you were afraid of cats. As a toddler, when we rode on the streetcar, you trembled as hard as the streetcar shook. Now you own a cat, and you take the streetcar from school to the temple or home by yourself. It certainly takes courage to stand before the temple members, your family, and friends and lead the congregation in service. From where I stand today, you are the bravest young woman in the world. Today, though, I think it's appropriate to talk about one particular type of courage for which you should take great pride, and which to me is synonymous with your bat mitzvah. It is the courage of faith. The courage of faith means believing in yourself when others may doubt you. The courage of faith means staying true to your values and principles despite the cost to you personally. The courage of faith means staying true to your beliefs in Judaism in the face of ridicule, prejudice, and persecution. I hope this experience has brought you closer to your faith. If I know any one thing about life, I know that no one person escapes its grasp without being tested and challenged. I don't mean to say this is something I wish for you, but it is inevitable. My hope is that in those times when life's burdens are heavy and the tasks before you monumental or overwhelming, your faith will provide you comfort, solace, guidance, and strength. I hope, too, that you realize today that you need not carry those burdens alone. I hope that you, no matter what the challenge is, or when or where that challenge may come, you'll always have your Jewish family and community there to support you. I hope that you know that in those moments of great joy and great blessings, your Jewish family will also be there to celebrate with you. Although the service is just beginning, I hope I'm not premature in saying that you've accomplished a great milestone in your Judaic journey. My hope for you is that this is not the end of the journey, but a step, a significant step, mind you, but a step nonetheless on your path to a spiritual Jewish life. And I hope that you continue that journey in a way that remains true to yourself. I hope that you never lose your critical and independent thinking, and I hope that you apply your critical thinking as you study Judaism. As anyone who's ever attended a board meeting at Temple Sinai knows, there is probably no other religion better suited to asking questions and occurring through robust discussions Reform Judaism. Please don't stop asking the hard questions, either of your parents, teachers, or the rabbi. I hope that the principles of justice, wisdom, and generosity, hard work, perseverance, courage, and kindness that brought you to this moment guide you through your entire life. I consider myself the luckiest dad in the world to have you, Jason. My fondest hope for you, that really is more for me, is that you'll permit me to join you on your journey.
We're going to invite your grandmother Lydia to come and join us as well, who was actually the first member of this family that I had.
As I wrap myself in the Talmud, I fulfill the mitzvah of my Creator. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu b'chizatei v'tzitzit.
Amen.
We're all guessing.
May my life be one linked in a chain of goodness. As I say the prayers of my ancestors, help me recall their devotion and faithfulness, their joy and suffering which are in every world. Holiness is my heritage, may I be worthy of it. May our tradition live in me and pass from me to generations I shall never know, enriched by the truth that I have found in the good deeds I have done. So may I fulfill my task on earth and receive my blessing. And when the service ends and the prayers have ceased, help me to bring their spirit into the world in which I live. May I love God above all and my neighbor as myself, and be a living witness to the truth that never changes.
Our service continues with the Simcha Yom, found on page 293.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lachech b'bina, lehavhin ben yom u'ben layla. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, Elokei Avraham. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, Matir asurim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, Zokef kafifim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, Rokach haaretz ol hamayim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, Hamehi mitzadei gaber. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, Mavish harimim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, Hanotein va'ya'ef koach. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, Hama'avir she'ena me'enai u'tnuma me'afapat. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, she'asani b'tselem Elohim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, she'asani bat harim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, she'asani Yisrael. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, Ozer Yisrael b'gvura. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, Ozer Yisrael b'tifara. We continue on heavy lies. We continue on page 317 and we read responsibly. O God, inspiration and guide for all, you have spoken and 1,000 tongues rested here. In every land and every age, your children have heard you and imagined you in separate ways. And yet, O God, you are one, unifier of humanity.
We give thanks for the sages and teachers who bring us understanding of your will. Grateful that we recall the lawgivers and prophets, the psalmists and saints of Israel. And joyful that we remember that from the dawn of this most life, we will turn to you and find purpose.
May the teachings of our ancestors live on in our minds, and their passion for righteousness stir our hearts. Help us to live so that our daily conduct reveals the beauty and wisdom of your truth.
Adonai
Komeotecha, Behayu, Harfari, Haela, Asherami, Netzabeha, Ayam, Olavavecha, Vishinotam, Levanecha, Vidibartavam, Vishitecha, Vavetecha, Uvlatecha, Vajera, Ushokvecha, Ukinmecha, Ukshartam Layad, Alyatecha, Vihayulatotafod, Vainenecha, Uftatam, Alisizot Beitecha, Ufi Sharecha, Leman Tizkeru, Vyasitem, Atkototai, Vitem Kedoshim, Lagapehan, Ani Adonai Elohim, Asher Otziechem, Me'eretz Mitzrayim, V'yoflahem Elohim, Ani Adonai Elohim. We continue on page 321 and we read together. Sing the song of men and women, join in understanding and respect. The song of God's miracles, those protected and cherished, a gift for our children and the generations to come. Song of veterans who has our Lord, our pride and content. For soldiers' homes will be no more. Song of the Lord redeemed, the song of peace. Adonai, open up my lips and my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch Adonai, Elohim Elohim Abraham, Elohim Yitzchak, Elohim Yaakov, Elohim Sarah, Elohim Rivka, Elohim Rachel, Elohim Leah, Ha'el HaGadol HaGibor VeHaNorah, El Elyon. Gomel Hasadim Tovim, Vekonei Alko, Vizoker Hastei Alko Vimahot, Umevi Geula, Livnei Venehem, Liman Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Hoser Umashia Umakin, Baruch Atah Adonai, Magen Avraham, Vizrat Sarah, Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai, Mechaye HaKol Atah Rahak Lechoshia, Mehalka Hayim B'chesed, Mechaye HaKol B'rachamim Rabim, Socham Noflim B'rofei Holim, U'matir Atzimim, U'mekayem Emunato, God shall never depart from our lips. Blessed are you, Adonai, the holy God. Baruch atah Adonai, ha'el hakadosh. Please be seated.
Our service continues on page 328 with the singing of Yisroel.
Shabbat, blessed are you, Adonai, who sanctifies this Sabbath day. Now I'd like to call on Eden's brother Jason and Uncle Eric and Sean, if you'll come join us as well. We continue on page 330.
On this Shabbat day, as you graciously receive our prayers, help us to hear your call. Grant us enough health to fulfill our duties, the compassion we need to attend to others. Teach us humility that we may receive our own faults. Grant us the wisdom to be forgiving of others. Give us the courage to be true to our highest selves, adhering to see the best in those around us. Give us patience enough not to become discouraged, hope enough to overcome all fears for the future, faith enough to know your presence. Those sorts of blessing, look with favor upon us. May our offerings be accepted.
Together we praise you, Adonai, whom alone we serve in reverence. Baruch atah Adonai, shofar levadecha v'yirah ha'avod. We continue now at the bottom of page 332 with our prayer for giving thanks to Hoda'ah.
For the expanding grandeur of creation, worlds known and unknown, galaxies beyond galaxies, filling us with awe and challenging our imaginations, Modin Anachnu Lach.
For this fragile planet Earth, its times and tides, its sunsets and seasons, Modin Anachnu Lach.
For the joy of human life, its wonders and surprises, its hopes and achievements, Modin Anachnu Lach.
For human community, our common past and future hope, our oneness transcending all separation, our capacity to work for peace and justice in the midst of hostility and oppression, Modin Anachnu Lach.
For high hopes and noble causes, for faith without fanaticism, for understanding of views not shared, Vadim Menach Elah.
For all who have labored and suffered for a fair world, who have lived so that others might live in dignity and freedom,
For human liberties and sacred rights, for opportunities to change and grow, to affirm and choose. Vadim Menach Elah.
we pray that we may live not by our fears but by our hopes, not by our words but by our deeds.
Together, Baruch atah Adonai, atov shimcha, u'lecha na'eh Elohim.
Our service continues with the singing of Sim Shalom, found on page 334.
Blessed are you, Adonai, who blesses your people Israel with peace. We take a few moments now for our own silent prayers. works to page 371. There we find our prayers for healing. Each week on Shabbat, we stop and we give thanks for all the blessings in our lives. At this point in our service, we give thanks for the blessing of health. We think of members of our families, members of our community, friends and neighbors who find themselves in ill health and in need of healing. I believe this prayer is especially important for us in our greater community today. And so the prayers of our congregation go out especially to Ted Alice and Wendy Good, Ellen Lowenberg, and to all those who are suffering, all those who are sick. I ask if you have any names of individuals that you would like to share. I invite you to say those names out loud as we come across our sanctuary. Out loud, those we name in our hearts. So we pray for Refuah Shlema and Hira, complete and speedy recovery. Refuah Nefesh, Refuah good renewal of body, soul, and mind. So we join together in our Mishaberach prayer for healing there in the middle of page 371.
Before us, help us find the way, may our eyes of mercy, and let us say, Amen. Mishaberach Imotenu, the souls in need of healing, with Refuah Shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
We turn now in our service to our Torah service, which begins on page 364. I'm pleased to call on Eden's great aunt and uncle who came, I think, the farthest for children. Gladys and Serge Ashkenazi, if you'll come join us to open the ark. I'd also like to invite Eden's grandparents, Lydia, Maury, Betsy, Donald, Katie, if you'll come join us on the Bima, along with Mom and Dad and Jason, page 364, and we rise. In my hands is our Sefer Torah, our Torah scroll. It contains our history, our stories, as well as God's teachings, God's commandments, God's instructions for us. And it's been passed down from generation to generation for a long, long time. Today we pass our sacred Sefer Torah from grandparents to parents to Bat Mitzvah. We know that Eden will not only take the Torah into her arms, but into her heart as well.
Please be seated.
Our portion for this week is Parashat Kitzisah. I will be reading from the book of Exodus, chapter 32, verses 1 through 10. Our portion tells the story of the golden calf. While Moses was up on top of the mountain getting the 10 Commandments, people down below built an idol and started worshiping.
We rise as we enter the Torah.
Please be seated.
Our Haftarah portion for this week comes from the first book of Kings. I will be reading from chapter 18, verses 36 through 39. The main character for our portion is Elijah the prophet. Elijah has been in hiding from the king who is really mad at him. But Elijah has now returned to remind the people that it is time to serve only God to follow God's commandments. So Elijah challenges the priests of Baal. He announces that there will be a competition. The priests of the fake god Baal will offer up an offering to their god. Elijah will make an offering to the eternal God. The priests went first, but nothing happened. So they sang songs, danced, and worshipped the best that they could. But still nothing happened. After most of the day had passed, Elijah announced that it was now his turn. He gathered all the people of Israel around him and built an altar out of 12 stones, one for each of the 12 tribes of Israel. He arranged the wood and the offering on top of the altar. He then surprised everyone by having people pour 4 jugs of water over the altar so that it was really wet. Then he had them do it again. Then Elijah prayed to God, asking God to show the people that God was the only God, that Elijah was simply doing all that God commanded him. All of a sudden there was lightning, and fire burned not only the offering, but the altar and even the water itself was on fire. When the people saw this, they knew they had been wrong, and so they cried out, "The Eternal alone is God, the Eternal alone is God." Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bahar b'pim tovim v'ratzah v'divrei Ha'ne'emarim be'emet. Baruch atah Adonai habaper b'torah v'Moshe avdah v'Yisrael amah v'b'nei ha'emet v'tzedek. Vayehi ba'alot hamincha Vayigash Eliyahu Hanavi Vayamar Adonai Elohei Abraham Yitzchak V'Yisrael Hayam Yivadah Ki atah Elohim V'Yisrael V'ani Avdecha V'Yifarecha Asiti Kol Hadvarim Ha'ela Aneni Adonai Aneni V'Yid'u Ha'am Hazeh Ki atah Adonai Ha'Elohim She'atah Hasibota Et Libam Acharonit V'Tibo Eish Adonai V'Telchol Et Ha'olah V'et Ha'etzim V'et Ha'avanim V'et Ha'afar V'et Hamayim Asher B'Talah Lichecha V'yar Kol Ha'am V'yigalu Al Panechem Vayomeru Adonai Hu Ha'Elohim Adonai Hu Ha'Elohim Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Tzur kol ha'olamim Tzadik b'chol hadarot Ha'el ha'ne'eman Ha'omer v'oseh Ha'medaber u'mekayem Shekol devarav emet v'tzedek All ha'torah ve'al ha'vadah Ve'al ha'navim Ve'al yom ha'shabbat hazeh Natan Talanu, Adonai Eloheinu, Ikdushavu Mipaha, Lekavod Utifaras, All Hakol, Adonai Eloheinu, Anachnu Motim La'a, Uvarhim Otaha, Yitzbarach Shemha Befichol Chai, Tamid Le'lam Va'ad, Baruch Atah Adonai, Mekadesh Hashabbat.
We turn in our prayer books now to page 377. As we join together as one community here in this beautiful sanctuary, we also join with our brothers and sisters in Israel and across the world. And I ask you to please rise as we offer this prayer for the state and people of Israel, page 377. Shalom Yerushalayim, Yishmael Havayim. Pray for the peace of Jerusalem. May those who love you prosper. Avinu Shebashamayim, Tzur Yisrael B'Do'alo. O Heavenly One, Protector and Redeemer of Israel, bless the state of Israel, which marks the dawning of hope for all who seek peace. Shield it beneath the wings of your love. Spread over it the canopy of your peace. Send your light and truth to all who lead and advise, guiding them with your good counsel. Establish peace in the land and fullness of joy for all who dwell there, as together we say, Amen. Page 374. Hallelujah, Shem Adonai, Ki Nizkar Shemo Levato. Let us praise the name of Adonai, for God's name alone is exalted.
Our story takes place in the middle of the wilderness of Sinai. While Moses was up on top of the mountain getting the 10 Commandments from God, the people were down below getting tired of waiting for Moses. They were also getting worried, so they turned to Aaron, the older brother and partner of Moses, and asked him to make them a God who will always be there for them and lead them. Aaron told them to take off their gold jewelry and to bring it to him. That's exactly what they did. He then took the gold, melted it down, and molded it into a golden calf. The people saw the golden calf idol and said, "This is your God, O Israel, who brought you out of the land of Egypt." Aaron then built an altar in front of the idol and told the people to come back tomorrow and they would celebrate a festival. Early the next morning, the people got up, brought sacrifices, and then they sat down to eat. As soon as they finished, they rose to dance and celebrate. Meanwhile, on top of Mount Sinai, God said to Moses, "Hurry down and return to the people, because your people have acted wrongly and are worshiping an idol. They have been quick to turn their backs on me and are acting as if the golden calf is their God." God was feeling angry and disappointed and threatened to wipe the people out. But Moses calmed down the God and pled for the people. Moses reminded God that the people were the direct descendants of Abraham and Sarah, Isaac and Rebekah, and Jacob, Leah and Rachel, and that God had promised to protect them. God listened to Moses, decided not to destroy everyone who had worshipped an idol. Moses started coming down from mountain with the 2 tablets from God. When he saw what was happening, he threw the tablets to the ground and shattered them because he was furious. He then turned to the people to let them know what a terrible thing it was that they had done, and all the leaders would be punished. There are many lessons that come from this story. First, we are reminded of the importance of having patience. The Israelites lost their patience, and then they got scared and built the golden calf. They were tired of waiting for Moses, and they were losing their faith in God. They should have known better, but in Egypt they saw everyone worshiping cows, statues, and idols. So maybe the Israelites want to be like everyone else and have a God that they could see. Maybe they thought that that would be easier. Hopefully at least some of the people realized that this was a really bad idea. But perhaps they were afraid that no one would agree with them, or they didn't want to stand up and be different. So they ended up just going along with it. When we read this story, we are reminded of the importance of patience and faith. We also learn how important it is not to give in to peer pressure. You don't have to be just like everyone else. It's okay to be different. It's worth it to stand up for the right things, and we should never be afraid to do the right thing. Sometimes we learn best from our mistakes. By talking God out of killing the Israelites, Moses gives the people a chance to learn from their mistakes and hopefully become even better people, with patience and faith because of this. These are important qualities and lessons for me as I become a bat mitzvah. Bat mitzvah means a daughter of the commandments. When one becomes a bar bat mitzvah, we are celebrating the fact that a Jewish kid is entering Jewish adulthood. This is a big deal to me and my family as I reach this important milestone. Turning 13 means you are becoming a teenager. You are no longer a little kid and you are ready for more responsibilities. Becoming a bat mitzvah is not easy. You have to learn Hebrew, Torah, and cultural portions, and you have to practice. It also takes motivation and commitment. Today I feel relieved and excited that this day is finally here, but also a little nervous because I don't want to mess up. I'm also kind of scared about what happens next and where I go from here. But as a bat mitzvah, I'm making a commitment to myself, the temple, the community, and to God to try to be the best version of myself, to continue my Jewish education, and to live a Jewish life. Part of preparing to become a bat mitzvah includes a mitzvah project. For my project, I'm collecting as many plastic bags as I can to be recycled. These bags cannot be recycled at home. It takes 10 to 100 years for plastic bags to disappear, but even then they aren't completely gone because the toxins are still part of the air we breathe. By helping people to recycle the bags, we can turn these same bags to fences, playground equipment, backyard decking, and more. I knew I wanted to choose a project that would help to make a difference and to help create a cleaner planet and environment for us and for the future. Thank you to everyone who has brought bags to the temple, school, and Mom's office. I will continue to collect these bags so you can still bring more. I would like to thank the following people who have helped me get to this day. First, I would like to thank my parents for always being there and supporting me every step of the way. I wouldn't be here without you. I love you. I would like to thank my brother Jason for making this journey so much scarier. It's so that's fine. Next is a special thank you to my cat Luna for being so amazing and sweet. I want to acknowledge my entire family. Thank you to my grandparents for always loving me. And thank you to everyone who came from out of town to share this experience with me. It really means a lot to me. Next, I would like to thank my friends for letting me be myself around them. It means a lot that you are here supporting me on this big day. I would like to thank all my religious school teachers for teaching me all about Judaism. Thank you, Abby, for teaching me Hebrew. I couldn't have asked for a better tutor. I miss getting chocolate with you every Wednesday before tutoring. Thank you to Alvital, our Director of Education, for always taking care of me and making sure I had snacks that I like. I would like to thank Canton Coleman for always greeting me with a big smile. I enjoy our time together. Don't worry, we'll be able to scare someone someday. I would like to thank Rabbi Sherman for always making me feel welcome at Temple. Thank you, Temple Sinai, for being a safe place to practice and study Judaism. I am proud to become a bat mitzvah here. Finally, thank you to God for helping me get to this day and for all the blessings He's given me in my life.
Eden, we are so very proud of you. We are proud of you for lots and lots of reasons. As Eden said, preparing to become a bat mitzvah under normal circumstances is not a very easy thing. I like that you mentioned my 3 favorite words there. It takes motivation and commitment, as you said. And with everything that's been going on the last couple of weeks, it also takes some perseverance and an even keel. And throughout this process, Eden has been great to work with. She's understood that there are a few challenges, but that we'll figure it out. And you and your family really have handled everything that we've thrown at you, I think, in a wonderful and role-modeled way. Thank you. I think you have a great Torah portion with which to become a bat mitzvah, and there are 3 lessons in particular I want to be sure that we point out. The Torah portion began, as I mentioned last night, with a poll tax. It was a way of counting each person in the community, and a reminder that it's important not only to count, but to make sure that everyone understands that each and every individual part of the community counts. We're told that we need to be concerned with each and every individual. Each person is important. Each person is created in the image of God. That we have to do whatever we can for each and every individual. I think you understand this. The idea that every person, every animal, everyone counts is the first lesson from your Torah portion. The second is you reminded us it's okay to be different. Our ancestors there in the wilderness got a little worried while Moses was on top of the mountain. They said, the Egyptians had gods that they could see. Maybe we should have a God that we can see as well. And as Eden reminded us, that was a really bad idea. But maybe the Israelites were simply afraid to be different, to stand out. They wanted to be like everyone else, have a God like everyone else, even when they knew better. The story of the golden calf reminds us that it's okay to be different. It's okay not to feel like we have to just simply fit in, but it's good to stand out on our own. The third lesson I want to remind you and all of us here today, the story of the golden calf reminds us that you have to be really careful what voices you listen to. It's too easy to be led astray. We have to be careful what path we choose, what voice we listen to, whom we follow. We need good leaders who aren't afraid to do the right thing, who are positive role models. We can't just listen to the loudest voice in the room. Our ancestors too easily were led astray by folks who were scared, who lacked vision, who lacked the patience and faith that Eden described for us. So it is my hope, my prayer for you, that you will hold on to that patience and faith, that you will be a positive leader and role model when we can all follow with confidence. Remember that everyone counts. It's okay to be different. Be careful what voice you listen to. Be a positive leader. These are all very important lessons for us as we read Parashat Kitisa from our Torah this week. Again, you've been a role model of dedication, hard work, consistency. And we are very, very proud of you and of your family and for the important role they play here in our congregation and community. We're so glad to have you all here with us. It's in that spirit I'm going to ask you to please rise as we ask for God's blessing upon you. God bless you and guard you always. May God light up your path and be good and gracious to you. May God be with you every step along life's journey, no matter where that might take you. May God bless you with health and happiness, with life, love, peace, and happiness. Came here on Sunday, keep God's will as together we say, Amen. Please be seated. It's my pleasure now to call on our temple president, Tracy Dunn, to make a few presentations.
And she persevered. Rabbi and I were just talking about how calm and comfortable you looked throughout this entire process. You are truly an inspiration to all of us. Your quiet grace and, as your dad said, your immense courage are all leadership qualities that we hope you will bring into our boardroom as a future leader. It has been a true honor and pleasure to witness you reaching this point. Your congregation, your Jewish community, your community as a whole, and all of these people that are sitting here are so incredibly proud of what you've accomplished today. And to that end, we come bearing gifts. You have a Kiddush cup and candles from Brotherhood and Sisterhood. In this folder, you also have your Mitzvah certificate, and you also have a $250 gift certificate that we hope you will use to go to Israel. We are incredibly proud of you. Mazel tov, it's up to you to breathe.
We turn now in our prayer book to our concluding prayers, beginning on page 586, and we rise. 591. May we gain wisdom in our lives, overflowing like a river with understanding. Love each of us for the peace we bring to others. May our deeds exceed our speech, and may we never lift up our hand, but to conquer fear and doubt and despair. Rise up like the sun, O God, over all humanity. Cause light to go forth over all the lands between the seas, and light up the universe with the joy of wholeness, of freedom, and of peace. We continue on page 595. It is hard to sing of oneness when the world is not complete, when those who once brought wholeness to our life have gone, and not but memory can fill the emptiness their passing leaves behind. But memory can tell us only what we were in company with those we loved. It cannot help us find what each of us alone must now become. And no one is really alone. Those who live no more, that goes still within our thoughts and words, and what they did is part of what we have become. We do best homage to our dead when we live our lives more full, even in the shadow of our loss. For each of our lives is worth the life of the whole world, and each one is the breath of the ultimate one. In affirming the one, we affirm the worth of each one, whose life now ended, brought us closer to the source of life, in whose unity no one is alone, and every life finds purpose. Page 598. We think of our loved ones whom death has recently taken from us, as we mourn the recent loss of Joel Mish, Pearl Schreiber, Angelo Sheen for Jay Antis, Penny Brown, Jimmy Freed, Gail Goldman, Beverly Kaplan, Leslie Castle. And with love we recall the art cycle of Leah Pulitzer Hampton, Claire Lee Aronson, Harold Julius Aronson, Matilda Barr, Arthur L. Barnett, Jules Kahn, June Cohen, Joseph Hugo Epstein, Fred Foran, Russell George Foran, Samuel Flom, Sarah Lazard Hirsch, Dr. Edward Sidney Hyman, Evelyn M. Callens, Robert Keir, Kenneth Allen Kirschman, Wilfred Moore Coleman, Joseph Lowe, Norman Mansfield, J. Simpson Mathis, Herbert Herbie Moore, Miriam Yuri Oken, Philip Platt, Leon Rich, Sylvia Tobias Rich, Aline Lowenberg Rothschild, Melville Sternberg, Bernie Williamson. And we join with Eden and her family in especially remembering this morning Tessie Silverman Lissan, Isaac Lefty Lissan, Rain Alpar, Charles Alpar, Jacques Alpar, Irene Bootsy Silverman Rich, Harry Rich, Ida Silverman Shank, Lou Shank, Joseph Silverman, William M. Coyne Sr., Margaret Lancer Coyne, William M. Coyne Jr., Winfred Coyne Clay, Robert Clay, Donald Charles Rung Sr., Arlene Dooley Rung, Thomas Dooley Rung, Susan Rung Carrier, George Elpar, Ani Kisvet Elpar. Zichronam Livracha, may their memories be an everlasting blessing. As we rise now as one community to recite the words of Kadishia Tom Torah, page 598. Yitzgadal, Yitzgadash, Me'rava, V'alma Tifrach Yerutzeh, V'yamlich Malchutzeh, V'chayei Chol Yomecha, V'chayei Tefol Beit Yisrael, V'agalah Nizman Karim V'imru, Amen. Yehi Shmei Rabba V'barach Le'olam U'Lamei Almaya, Yitbarach, Yishtabach, V'yipahar, V'yitromam, V'yinaseh, V'yitzadar, V'yitzaleh, V'yitzallah, Shmei Kedusha, Reichu, Le'elam Yimol B'chatzav Shirata, Tush B'chatzav V'nechamata, Da'amiram Ya'alma V'yimru, Amen. Yehi Shlomo Rabba Min Shemayim V'chayim, Aleinu V'al Kol Yisrael V'yimru, Amen. Oseh Shalom Yom Rumav, Again, we want to wish Eden a mazel tov to her parents, Ariane, to Beth, to Jason, to the grandparents, aunts, uncles, cousins, assembled family and friends. We're so glad that all of you could be with us. We want to welcome those who are watching the live stream on our website. We're glad that you could be a part of this morning with us as well. Again, we're very proud of our bat mitzvah. Following the conclusion of our service, we'll adjourn to the Goldring Pavilion. We will enjoy a Kiddush lunch all together. A reminder that all temple activities for tomorrow have been canceled, including Chavurah at Sinai, as well as our sisterhood meeting. Neither will be taking place tomorrow on Sunday the 15th. If you'll please turn in your prayer books to page 645.
It's so appropriate that our concluding song, Lucky La, speaks really of a journey, something Eden, both your parents mentioned at the beginning of this service. And the words Lucky La say to us, the land that I will show you, to the place that I will show you. Which means, Eden, there are a lot of places
to find out how bad it is. I'm pretty sure we've all been close. All right.
I think so. No, I don't know. I was just
that for September. So I'm just trying to throw out some options. However we choose to do it, it's going to be great. Okay? And there's no pressure to do anything on April 4th way. I think you should look at it as, if it feels good, that's what we've been looking forward to April 4th. If you like the idea of doing something that day, I love it. And if you say, you know what, I'm afraid that's going to take away from September, or then we don't have to. Okay? You can even say, you know what, I want to do Torah and Haftarah because I'm ready, but I don't want to leave the service. Well, okay. I'll leave the service. So I'm not too worried about that. But again, we've got options. There's no one way it has to be. Okay. I love everything I'm doing. Okay. And Brett, any questions? You text me, call me, whatever we need to do, that's what we're going to do. Okay? Not officially, but yes, and I've been working on them. So they are, I think, my father is officially for this cruise is a Passover cruise. So my dad is the official rabbi on them. So I think he's waiting for the cruise line to say don't come. And that way he's hoping that they'll just automatically apply it to another one as opposed to. So I think it's not still for a couple of weeks. So I think he's hoping that the boat, the ship will call him and say, we're officially Keaton's Lane, and we'd love to have you on this album. I think that's what my dad's holding out on. I think he also has it. So nuts to get on a cruise ship right now. Yeah, so my dad is retired right now, so he's a couple years older than me right now. They overlap 1 year. And so the cruise line likes having rabbis for a high-day cruise because that way they can advertise. You know, yes, the cruise is over Rosh Hashanah, but we have a rabbi in services happening, and they think that's going to, people will say, oh, then I can still go. They like to do it on Hanukkah, which is the rabbi, like they can close that exposure, you can't just like screw it. But for some reason they like having it. That's a good time to cruise. So my parents have all been into that. Then the other one is the Passover cruise, where he's done this now